and welcome to Watkins Glen International. You're here today with the FLX girls on another behind-the-scenes tour. My name is Miranda Palmatier with the Watkins Glen Area Chamber of Commerce here in town and the official visitor center for Schuyler County and Watkins Glen. And today we're going to take you on quite a behind-the-scenes adventure to show you a little bit more about Watkins Glen International, the track itself, but also some of the activities you can do while here, some of the special ticket prices, and perhaps some little facts that you did not know about the course. So thanks for joining us, and we hope that you enjoy your time here at the track with Ryan Lake, the communications manager for Watkins Glen International. Morning, Ryan.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good. So tell us what's going on, what this is all about, and just give us a little bit of history about the track being such a historic track in the United States.
Well, it's really hard to condense it real short just because we're talking over 60 years of history.
Yes.
I mean, any series you mentioned, whether you're talking NASCAR, IndyCar, F1, Can-Am, Trans Am, F5000, you name it, they've been here, which is pretty cool. So it's one reason I love coming to work out of the gun. We have the Sailing 6 Hours of the Glen. It's our Grand Am weekend. If you're a
Patrick Dempsey girls.
Yes, Patrick Dempsey is supposed to be here. But what's great is that it's all access for the most part. You can get into the garage, the paddock, the grandstands. It's a great weekend if you're a sports car nut and you want to get close to the drivers. There's an autograph session. That's great to go. The weekend after that, we have a new event called Legends of Motorsports. It's set up by Bobby Rahal and some others, and it's really going to be kind of a neat spin on historic racing. So if you're looking for a new experience for historic racing, that's the weekend to come to the Glen. Next, 4th of July comes. It's the Camp Road Grand Prix and the IZOD IndyCar Series. So everyone, Danica Patrick, Elio Castroneves. It's really, we do a lot of Americana. We do a big fireworks show. We do a concert. Again, autograph session. So if you want to meet Danica or any of those other drivers, they have to take part into it. Right after that, we have another small event, our SCCA weekend. But then the weekend after that, Finger Lakes Wine Festival, presented by Yancey's Fancies, New York's Artisan Cheese. Almost 90 wineries are currently confirmed, so pouring over 400 types of wines. So, it's a blast. I mean, everyone comes here. We have the toga party on Friday night. You can take a pace car ride.
Music.
We do music. We're going to do comedy this year.
Awesome.
We have culinary classes, cooking demonstrations. It's just a lot of fun. It's a good change up right in the middle of the season for us because 2 weeks later, who shows up? The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series for the hell of a good sour cream dips of the Glen. And obviously, that's our biggest weekend. We have the Zippo 200 with the Nationwide Series. The Rolex Series comes back for the Crown Royal 200. So if you're looking for really, it's essentially New York's biggest weekend sporting event. So if you're looking to be part of the party, one of the biggest parties probably in the state, that's the weekend to come to the Glen. But the season's not done yet.
It starts to wind down. There's still something left.
Yep. So 3 weeks after that, we have a new event. It's the Art of Ferrari Challenge. It's been a non-spectator event for the last couple of years. I mean, they have dozens. I think almost 100 Ferraris show up, and they will be here at the track racing. And that is a new spectator event. And then after that, we wrap things up with the U.S. Vintage Grand Prix. This year's feature mark is Alfa Romeo, and it's a lot of fun because if you're a gearhead, if you're into muscle cars, cars from the 30s, from the 40s, whatever you want, come on down. You go downtown on Friday night for the Downtown Festival where they do the reenactment, which for me is really cool because we actually get a chance to go and watch it.
How cool.
So while we're working, we're also watching it.
Wow.
We haven't announced this year's featured guest, but we've had Derek Bell, we've had Brian Redmond, we've had Lynn St. James. So some really cool people for people to kind of remember their childhood and not only meet some of their heroes, but get a chance to introduce their kids, their grandkids to some of the drivers they grew up watching. So it is pretty cool to see families come up and do that sort of thing.
And all right here at Watkins Glen International in New York's famous Finger Lakes region, a little bit of something for everyone. So this is really neat. Of course, here we are again at Watkins Glen International, but right here we are standing in the area that is famous as Victory Lane. So Ryan's going to tell us a little bit more about this property here and also this brand new amazing building behind us and what its purpose is.
Well, as you said, we're right in the middle of Gatorade Victory Lane. It's where all the winners come here after every race. And what's great is that not only is it where they celebrate, during event weekends, we try and give fans the opportunity to come into Gatorade Victory Lane.
For themselves.
So we do give access to pre-race as well as Victory Lane. So you never know when you might get selected or as part of a contest, get a chance to come in here. If you look right over here as well, you'll see a fenced-in area. That is part of our fan walk during our NASCAR weekend.
Wow.
And fans can actually purchase a pass that get them entryway from one end of that all the way down past Gatorade Victory Lane, all the way down the pits.
Wow.
So it gives you a lot closer to the action. We've got some holes cut in that fence that allows them to hopefully try and get an autograph from their favorite driver during things like qualifying. But not only do we have this right behind you, like I said, the building, this is our state-of-the-art media center. It was completed back in 2008. And anytime you see any type of a press conference during race weekends, whether it's on ESPN, ABC, Speed, whomever it might be, it's taking place right in that building.
Okay, so as we're wrapping up our time here at Watkins Glen International, we need to tell you a little bit about the special deals that perhaps not everyone knows about. Now that includes ticket pricing, free parking, general admission tickets, and Ryan's going to give us a little bit of behind-the-scenes information about some of the details with the pricing specials here at the track.
Well, one of the biggest deals this year is that we reduced our general admission ticket price for our NASCAR event to $60. That's for 4 days, so essentially $15 a day. And people ask, where can I watch for general admission? We're standing on a berm right now. As you look down, you can see the entire front stretch. With the GA ticket, you can watch from right here. You do not need a reserved grandstand seat. And we have different places like this all around the track. Right now, for any event except for NASCAR, kids 15 and under, general admission, free.
15 and under.
15 and under.
Wow.
So not just 12 and under, 15 and under.
Wow.
So for NASCAR, general admission for 15 and under is only $20. And again, that's for all 4 days.
Okay.
A great package for NASCAR is our McDonald's Family Grandstand. It's smoke and alcohol free. And it has a reserved seat on Sunday. Adults, it's only $65. And again, that's 4 days. And then also for kids, again, 15 and under, $20.
Wow.
And you have the McDonald's Family Zone right next to it with inflatables and face painting and games for the kids to keep them entertained. There's also a sprint screen vision right across the way.
Cool. That's
basically a 30-foot screen for TV, so you can watch everything that's going on around the track. If you're talking about the IndyCar series, a lot more access. Ticket prices is a smaller event, so if you want a big name, like I really want to see big name series, big name drivers, but not as many as NASCAR, IndyCar is a great place to come. One thing that we just introduced this year for the first time is for NASCAR, a Sunday-only reserved grandstand seat. You have a lot of people who come from an oval and aren't used to being able to move around the facility, and they just want to come for Sunday.
Right.
Hey, I want to sit in the grandstand. I don't feel like sitting in a GA area. That's fine. We're offering that this year for the first time. And all of this information can be found on theglen.com or by calling 866-461-RACE.
Okay, so here we are at a unique part of the track that perhaps not everyone has known about, but some people, this is really where they go to plan their vacations every year. So Ryan's going to talk to us a little bit about the fact that on over 2,000 acres that we have here, the majority of it is even dedicated to camping with over 1,000 campsites for your family to enjoy. So tell us the story.
So, the way people describe us is that we're a campground with a racetrack jumped on top of it, which if you look back, we're standing in what's called the Gate 7 camping area, which overlooks the boot. So right over here is the Soul. We have the heel to our left, and it's part of the long course. It's part of the 3.4-mile Grand Prix course. And this is actually a really popular location for sports car and Indy car. NASCAR doesn't use a boot, so while this is still a camping area, cars won't be running in front of here. It's an awesome view when they're coming around, and literally, as you can see from here, you can see as they enter the boot, almost all the way to the toe, to the heel, and off they go.
Wow.
So it's one of those things where our camping experience is very, very outdoors. You want a good bang for your buck, come here and camp at the Glen. You will not be disappointed.
All in the heart of Finger Lakes wine country here in the Finger Lakes region of New York. So again, you can watch a great race, see all the famous stars here, have a cookout with your own camper, and still be in the middle of nature right here watching the race.
Okay, here we are at Watkins Glen International, and we are getting ready to go on a Thunder Road tour. Our chauffeur Ryan is with us. We're in the official show truck, so this is pretty cool.
So we're pulling onto pit road right now. So now fans that come out will have the opportunity to drive 3 laps in their own car for only $25, and that's per vehicle. So as long as you have a seatbelt for everybody in the truck or car, or whatever you bring, that's all that matters. So it's not per person, which is really a great deal for people that come up. They will normally start in a different location, but they will drive along here on the front stretch right next to pit road, so they'll see everything that we're seeing right now when they go on a Thunder Road tour. And we do them daily at noon and then again at 4:30. The best way to try and get that information, you go to the website, theglen.com, and figure out how to get your passes, and it's really a big thrill. So I know I always enjoy getting a chance to lead people around doing this, so it's always a lot of fun.
That was so fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Another FLX Girls Adventures success. My name is Miranda Palmatier with the Watkins Glen Area Chamber of Commerce, and if you'd like to learn more information about this area or your visit to Finger Lakes Wine Country, you can contact a couple of locations. You can call the Watkins Glen Area Chamber of Commerce at 607-535-4300 or visit us online, watkinsglenchamber.com, or you could also contact fingerlakeswinecountry.com to learn more about your complete package here in New York's famous Finger Lakes region. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.